school,
happens and then
get
they're done.
schools out of the elementaries.
So
I was
it'd be
surprised,
like-
I didn't, compared to the little.
I guess we're getting started.
here.
Yeah.
This is.
Super. I
And
mean, I-
clearance inside, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Action.
All right.
For Barwell, for the school.
Good evening.
School is moved. They're not doing anything on the site.
I want to call the December 11th, 2024 Board of Zoning Appeals meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Yep. Mr. McCullough,
Here.
Ms. McCoy,
Here.
Mr. Harriman,
Here.
Mr. Robbins. Here. Ms. Deidre.
Thank you. So at this time, I don't forget to review the meeting minutes, but can you get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve our meeting minutes from November 13th, 2024.
Second. Right there.
Okay.
I'll
No.
second.
Guess it's just two of us.
Mr. McCullough,
Yes.
Mr. Robbins,
I'll abstain, I wasn't there.
Ms. McCoy,
Abstain.
Mr. Harriman.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Mr. Hutchinson, do you have anything with regards to communication?
No, just, I think, talked to some of you, and you probably already were talking beforehand, but the two applications that we had previously to this have been withdrawn, and at this time, there's no plans for that site. So tonight, all we have is just the one conditional use.
Okay.
And just to kind of clarify too, I know some people asked when they left, if anything comes to that conditional use or anything with that site, the notices would still get sent back out.
Oh,
for
yeah,
everything.
it'll be a new filing, yeah, it'll be a new filing, and the process will start over again.
Okay.
Great. So this time we open it for public comment not associated with the new business tonight. If anyone has anything they'd like to share. All right, hearing none, we're going to move on to any old business. No old business. We got new business tonight. We're going to go ahead and have a public hearing for application CU-24-4, request for conditional use for the physical fitness facility at 250 Maple Street, Suite 200. And
Yeah, so if you want to open the public hearing.
I'd like to, yes, definitely. I'd like to open the public hearing at this time. If there's anything, you're the applicant, I take it?
I'm here representing the applicant.
You're representing the applicant?
Yeah.
So at this time, if there's anything you'd like to share about the facility, you're welcome to do that.
If everybody know where it's at, I'll stand up so I can see faces.
Sure.
You know where it's at? Has everybody seen
I
it?
do not.
It's over on Maple Street behind the roofing company.
Behind you there.
Yeah.
Okay. They took what was really a rundown building, and I just left over there. I hadn't seen it. I did their permits originally when they were at the old car dealership, used to be an airplane hangar. They grew to the point they needed to move out of there. They wanted to expand it. We talked to Derek about expanding it and actually applied for permits, and then the owner of that building backed out. And so they found this building and moved in.
Okay.
And they've done a wonderful job. It's the facility's all new equipment. They've got a nice big, it would be handicap accessible restroom. At least they could get to it. So it'd be a real asset to the community. So there were actually people in there working out tonight.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
good.
thing, yeah. Other than that, it's in an industrial zone. It's an I-1 zone, I believe. And, you know, they're trying to, it's kind of weird to have a conditional use of that type of facility in an industrial zone. So it's sort of a backwards conditional use.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah,
Okay, well, thanks.
yep, you're welcome. Oh, I'm Steve Bell.
Hi, Steve. So staff have any comments regarding this request for conditional use?
If let's close
We'll
public
close the
hearing.
public- Okay,
Yep.
this time we'll close the public hearing.
So Steve pretty much summed it up. This is a conditional use for I-1. It is actually on a list of code updates to come up that even before this was brought to us as conditional use, it is on the update that to move it to a permitted use for industrial. It kind of trending, a lot of these, what do you call them, what do you call the types of gyms that have the CrossFit, those
Oh.
type, there's a lot of these type of facilities are occupying older industrial buildings and stuff like that throughout everywhere. So that it kind of just keeps in line, kind of trending. So
Mhm.
it is to come up as, to be proposed as a permitted use there. But at this time, it's conditional use. It is listed as a conditional use, so.
Okay.
So it would be
Yep.
permitted to be approved as a conditional use.
Okay, thanks. No, that's a adaptive reuse you're seeing a lot of, and it makes sense. So at this time, we go through a process for the findings of facts, and I think for this, we have 3 findings of factors.
A lot easier than the.
Yeah, the variance, right, right. So we'll go ahead and get started, and the first one is ordinance 1138.06 C3A. The proposed use is a conditional use of the zoning district, and the applicable development standards established in the zoning ordinance are met. Any comments?
Yeah, I think we just discussed that. It seems like yes, that this is permitted.
And I agree.
And I think there's other instances of this, like is Steadfast, are they also, is that also considered like an industrial area? 'Cause that's the gym I go to, and it's also like a warehouse type thing. They've turned into a gym.
Where are they located at?
They're right behind the post
behind the
office.
post
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Same.
Like same idea, I think.
Is that zone the same there?
It is zoned the same. I would have to go back through and check to see if they ever got their approval, but
Mhm.
that could have been years in the past, so.
Correct.
Okay.
And here, there's similar businesses in the community already, so.
Gotcha. All right. Move on to ordinance 1138.06 C3B. The proposed development is in accord with appropriate plans for the area.
I would say adding this type of business would be appropriate for the area. Probably, especially consider what some of the approved uses are, I would say probably least desirable for that area, so.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would agree too.
Basically, based on the staff's comments that this will be a use permitted in I-1 zoning in the future, so I agree. And then ordinance 1138.06 C3C, the proposed development will be in keeping with the existing land use character and physical development potential of the area. To me, this is,
Yeah, I think we already discussed this, like, just turning an old building into something functional in its current form. So this seems to play nicely to the existing characteristics.
I agree. It's an existing building that's being repurposed for athletic facility.
Upcycling, gotta love it.
Note that.
Upcycling.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone else have any comments on that one?
There's no real like structural changes with the building,
No.
it's just the same
Just got all
use, or
cleaned
probably
up.
just maybe a fresh coat of paint,
Cleaned
just
up,
fixing it
painted,
up,
put that down mats.
so,
Did all the good stuff you'd expect to see in there.
Yeah.
Did a nice job at it. Got a key card entry.
okay.
Oh, okay, good.
And other than the sign, you wouldn't really know that there was a change. You know, the exterior is pretty much exactly the same, so.
It's not a high occupancy load, not high traffic. You
Is
know,
it the entire building that they're utilizing?
They're using 5,400 square feet.
Okay.
Did they used to have softball in there?
I honestly can't tell you.
They did some baseball, we did
Yeah.
some, like, when they
Is
first, they put some old turf in there, I know we did,
That's
like,
what
my
I
kids did
thought.
some youth soccer stuff, I think they did some, yeah, I think they just rented the space just for, they had turf and some nets and let people practice in there.
Okay,
When I was on high school baseball, that's where we had conditioning.
that's what I thought.
Do you plan to, I guess, renovate the lot or like pave the parking lot or any
As of
improvements?
now, no, they're not, I mean, bottom line is they're operating on a shoestring.
Yeah.
And it's 2 brothers, and they're great guys, and they really are committed to the city, you know, providing a good service for the city and the citizens. So as it grows, you know, I'm sure that those things are gonna come up, because right now it's all gravel, and it's big. It's a nice parking lot for size.
Yeah, been there.
Where are they located prior to this?
Over by, Outdoor FX's.
Next to the
entrance.
bowling
Next
alley.
one,
Yeah,
next to,
car
that's what I was
dealership
thinking,
there.
yeah.
And actually, that was an airplane hangar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the one side had a huge door for an airplane.
Okay.
That's been a while.
Was there a grass strip out here
Yeah,
somewhere?
they had it right where the bowling alley was, they had the grass strip
Yeah.
right there.
Awesome.
And I was talking to the guy yesterday and they said, There used to be a kind of the grass pad, kind of where the cornfield is. They
Right,
said the
right
Army
here.
National Guard would fly in with Blackhawks sometimes to go to Deer Dutchman.
So that,
That's really.
that light red there in the middle is the old airstrip,
Oh, my
the
goodness.
RU district there.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
They were located.
Yep.
Fly in to go to Dare Dutchman.
Yeah.
So what becomes of the, that property on 42 now?
So they were just leasing that property. They're leasing the one they're in now too. They didn't buy the property, they're just leasing. So that property will be up for lease.
So with this application, the conditional use, it goes with the business or does it go with the property?
Goes with the property.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Mr. Powers, if you had a chance to get your notes.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I gotta email them back to, actually.
Email back to you.
it's right in here.
Yeah, save our law director a trip out here just for
Just for,
a meeting, 3-question findings of fact.
Understood. All right.
And I'll go back through tomorrow and update with who's present tonight.
Okay.
okay.
Be careful about the handicap accessible facilities, because they're technically not.
Okay, I
The
can.
room is large, yeah, I would delete that part.
Yeah.
Because it would require a raised toilet, grab bars,
Okay.
stall for things that they just haven't done yet.
Mm.
But it is a really big bathroom, so it could be adapted to that.
Yeah.
You could say, you could use the verbiage, handicap adaptable, and that's code accepted.
And moving forward here, when we review the finding facts, we actually only need to review just the findings of facts. Because the rest of this will be covered in the minutes that we're through next month.
Thank you.
We'll start with A. I'll include that in the minutes too.
Short and sweet.
So can I get a motion to approve the findings of facts?
Motion to approve the findings of facts.
Second.
Go ahead.
We got a second.
Mr. Robbins,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Ms. McCoy,
Yes,
Mr. McCullough.
Yes.
Motion to approve conditional use 24-4.
Second.
Ms. McCoy,
yes.
Mr. McCullough,
Yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes.
Mr. Robbins.
Yes.
Thank you all, have a great Christmas.
Thank you. At this time, we'll call the meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you, Steve.
you.
Expect 3 more homes.
Just bring it in. 11 minutes.
Great timing, bro. Nice not having